use this then. Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of Sullivan-Palatek and Sullivan, I want to dedicate this time to bringing you up to date on the Department of Energy and the isentropic efficiency mandate that's going to affect air compressors. First of all, this is likely to be the most significant change to the compressor industry in decades, and it's likely to create lots of disruption and chaos, primarily because there's going to be lots of products that are going to have to be taken off the market. A little bit about the rule itself. It goes into effect on January 10th of 2025, and at that point, any product manufactured after that date has to be part of the standard. The standard, it means you could, if products are manufactured in 2024, they can still be sold, but nothing after the date. The test procedure itself, it covers currently 10 horsepower to 200 horsepower lubricated rotary screw compressors. We were successful in getting oil-free compressors removed from the standard, also reciprocating compressors, and also any of the rotary screw compressors above 200 horsepower, because initially the DOE wanted to go all the way up to 500 horsepower. Isentropic efficiency is a formula. There's a theoretical math formula that tells you what it would take to, how much energy it takes to compress a certain amount of flow to a certain amount of pressure. And the standard, they mandate a certain efficiency that you have to have, and it's done on a regression curve. So at about a 10 horsepower, you need to be 54% efficient. But at 200 horsepower, you might have to be 75% efficient. The test procedure, we've defined a basic machine that has to be covered, so that includes the motor, the compressor, the aftercooler, and the separator trap. But add-ons such as a refrigerated dryer, an enclosure, a tank would not be covered. But if you have a specialty unit, such as an explosion-proof, you know, that is an electric motor, so that type of unit also has to be tested. Some of the other things that go on with this is that we have to test all these products at different pressures also. So if we pass at 125 psi, but haven't tested at 150 psi, then that's not done. And so each of the pressures have to be tested. And then the DOE also has a rule that is the sampling rule. And so you have to actually test multiple machines. And like if you test one machine, they make you add an extra 5% of efficiency on it. But if you can test several machines and show that you have a low standard deviation between the machines, then you might find out that you only have to add an extra 1% to make sure, because they want to be sure within a 95% confidence level that no machine will be put into service. So the testing means that there has to be a test facility. And fortunately, KGI has been doing this for years, and we've documented lots and lots of tests. At Sullivan-Palatek, we ended up buying the equipment. We got 2 of the machines, and we built a test facility so that we can run these tests. But as you can see, there's just hundreds and hundreds of these things that have to be done, and then we have to publish a data sheet. The Department of Energy will be asking each of the manufacturers to register their test facility. The test facility, after that's been registered, then each model that we put into commerce in the United States after the date I mentioned, that also has to be registered to the Department of Energy. And so that's where all the models go. Now, the impact of this, one of the things, we got this sales guy who's here, Austin Wilkins, because he was bored, he went through hundreds and hundreds of the data sheets that customers or competitors have on the website, and he mapped all these things out. And we would see in this that some companies, even major companies, they might have 3 different models in 1 horsepower size. And then you look at them and 2 of them passed, but the third one's not going to come close to passing. And so we found when you run into this, these same models are also on the internet website. So the ones that probably aren't going to pass are the cheap ones they have out there, and you know where all those sites are. So I'm expecting an awful lot of these things will be removed at that point, and they'll either be replaced with more expensive models or other types. The other problem with this is that the specialty applications are likely to be severely impacted, and companies have frequently built a compact design, or as I mentioned, maybe an explosion-proof motor, or the airflow needs to be horizontal rather than updraft, and there's many times you have OEMs involved with these products, and there's a lot of repeat business, and all of a sudden they're going to find they can't buy the model anymore. With all this coming on, you all are distributors, and you should have a great advantage in an environment of chaos and disruption, because they need people to go in and solve the problems for them. So I'm just encouraging all of you to start paying attention to this and learn about what's happening, because I think you can make some money out of it. Thanks.